the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer dropped today, and we've got thoughts. This is actually the first time that you're meeting the other half of BS Movie Review. Let me introduce my wife, Sally.
Yes, no nickname. Don't need one.
She doesn't care if the internet finds her, so feel free to use her name as you will. Okay, so Sonic. There were so many things wrong with that trailer, and I don't even know where to start. It actually starts off okay because they're playing on that nostalgia where they're using sounds from the game and the coins are the Paramount logo is the coins instead. And I thought, oh, that's a cool way to do it. But as soon as Gangsta's Paradise starts playing and Sonic is warming up, and then he says, "Gotta be fast," and I was just like, wow.
Yeah, for me it was, mostly the use of Gangster's Paradise. I don't know why I hate when they put especially hip hop and rap songs into movie trailers or whatever where I feel like they don't belong. Particularly kids ones.
Well,
And something about that song too, I'm like, that really is just a bad fit. For me, that was really my only objection because I will admit I'm not very well versed in the video game. I never had a Sega. I think I maybe only played the game a few times. I didn't like it, so I only got the rings. And Jim Carrey, I guess, looks like the bad guy.
well, that's my question. Who are they trying to attract with this movie? All the jokes, all the stuff that's in this movie is aimed towards a child audience, but there's all that nostalgia that's trying to attract an over 30s audience that played the game when they were kids. But as soon as you actually see the hedgehog and you see Jim Carrey, who just looks insane, it's almost like they said to Jim Carrey, "Look, we don't really have a script, but you're a crazy bad guy, and you just do what you do."
See, I would have thought you would have liked Jim Carrey because I know you that old crazy Jim Carrey, and I'm not into
I
that.
have a feeling that he will be the best part of this film.
Well,
but
poor James Marsden.
Well, that's another question. Poor James Marsden. Who's the girl that's going to dump him?
Oh,
unlucky in love, James Marsden. Is he going to be unlucky in love in Sonic the Hedgehog?
Is there a girl Sonic Hedgehog?
There is. There is. I can't remember her name. She's Red, I think.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's who dumps him, right? And then
Yeah.
she ends up with Sonic.
Is Marsden into the Sonic?
Yeah.
That would be an interesting twist if there is hedgehog bestiality in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. So yeah, I really don't understand what audience they're trying to attract with this trailer. There is all this play on nostalgia, but then there's also these kiddie jokes that just don't. It seems like they don't know what they're trying to do, and I guess the best comparison at the moment is the Pokemon movie.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu. Because I was to say that one, for some reason, doesn't seem like it's gonna be terrible to me. I think they changed it enough.
The trailers for that movie look fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if the movie's gonna be fantastic. I'm very much like, this could be so stupid.
Yeah, I agree. But the trailers, I'm already not sold on Sonic. Whereas with Pikachu, it's like, that looks interesting. And I don't know if it's because I didn't really grow up with Pokemon, so there's no investment there. There's no nostalgia there for me. It's just, I can look at this on its merits and say, that looks interesting, I'll see it. But with Sonic, it's like, I played this growing up, don't screw it up.
See, now it's weird because we're at the same age, roughly. I didn't grow up playing Sonic. I do have history with Pokemon. I was a bit too old when it was airing in high school.
You're 2 years younger than me, so
No,
that's big when you're a teenager.
I get, but I was my sister and I were just watching it, we're like, what is this Pokemon? And then we just started watching it. It's oh, this is so stupid, it's funny. And then we legit got into it a little bit. We didn't have the cards or anything. We weren't collecting, but we knew all the 150, and when Pokemon Go came out, I was very excited.
When Pokemon Go came out, I was all in.
Which was odd to me.
That was such a cool game. And I didn't care that it was Pokemon that I was. It could have been anything. But that game was cool. And I'm super pumped for Detective Pikachu. But I look at this Sonic trailer and I'm like, what is going on? The only part of that trailer that appeals to me is the fact that we might see old school Jim Carrey going crazy. We might see Dumb and Dumber, the Riddler, Jim Carrey being on screen again, and that is enough to get me a little bit excited, but not enough for me to give this a thumbs up.
Yeah, that actually was part of the reason where I'm like, oh, maybe I won't like this. Although I can't say that I never liked Crazy Jim Carrey because I quite liked him in a series of Unfortunate Events. That movie was meh. I quite liked him in it, and he was doing that like goofy oddball thing that I'm not a huge fan of. But this, I'm like, man, this seems just like it just seems like a kids movie, but not like like it's what you've already said. Like I can't figure out what the audience is, what they're going for. It's very odd.
And can we talk about Sonic's teeth for a minute?
I was going to say how unsettling... I didn't notice the teeth. I was just saying there's something unsettling about turning these like two-dimensional cartoon characters into 3D when they don't wear pants. Like especially this shot with like the tranquilizer dart going into his leg and like you see his crotch and like there's nothing there, which there should be. But it was still weird.
Maybe he's got a little lipstick like the cats. And it just comes out every now and then.
Wow, I'm really not going to see this movie now.
And I tell you another thing I have with this movie. Another problem I have with this movie is why do they always have to send these characters to Earth?
Is he not from Earth? I don't know anything the backstory of Sonic.
I don't think so. I don't know enough about the backstory, but I don't think he's from Earth.
Oh, okay.
Certainly not from San Francisco, as far as I know.
Oh, was that San Francisco?
Well, James Marsden said SFPD. I assume that's where he's from.
This is how much attention I've given to this trailer the 2 times I've watched it.
But I just don't get it. Why bring him to Earth? Why can't he stay in his own world and fight Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik? He doesn't need to come to Earth. I don't need to see him interacting with humans. Just put him on his planet. Let him hang out with Tails and Knuckles and all his other friends and fight Jim Carrey. That's all he needs to do.
These are all names I've never heard of.
You look like did Hollywood learn nothing from He-Man, the 80s version of He-Man with Dolph Lundgren, where they all went to Earth and it was just one big shitstorm? There's no reason to bring him to Earth.
Right. So more alien planets.
I just think that I don't understand why they would need to do that. And they did the same thing in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
I've never seen that either.
Okay.
The theme I'm seeing is
don't waste your time.
Video game movies generally not good.
Well, that's been a theme for 30 years.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they have to be bad. And they historically are. I actually really enjoyed last year's Tomb Raider. I thought that was really well done.
Oh yeah, Tomb Raider.
But
even the Angelina Jolie ones weren't terrible.
Yeah.
They were fun. Is there a video game that you would like to see adapted into a movie?
I want to see
a TV show.
I want to see Super Mario Brothers. I want to do it again.
Oh, you want?
I would like to see an animated Super Mario Brothers movie. I think that could be awesome.
Well, I know.
And also, obviously, there's stuff like Halo. Love to see a Halo movie. I think that'd be really cool too.
Okay.
But for me, Super Mario Brothers, that'd be awesome. And you could have little like Mario Kart references, because there's all these different Mario games now. There's Mario Tennis, you could just have him playing tennis on the weekend, and have him, he loves go-karting. All these different things that Mario does in these games now. I think you could have a lot of fun with an animated Mario film.
I would like to see Tetris.
They were talking about that for a long
Really?
time. There was a Tetris
joking.
film. There was a Tetris film for a really long time in the works, but I don't know what happened.
No, legit. I think it's Netflix or one of the streaming services is doing something. They've been talking about for a while. Of doing a Legends of Zelda, like a TV show.
See, that would be awesome too.
I would love that. I'm playing Breath of the Wild right now. I think that would be so much fun to do any version of that game. I think that would be really good. Probably as a TV series. I mean,
I'd also like to see Uncharted. I really liked Uncharted. I think that could be really well done as well.
Oh yeah. That was a good one.
But apparently they are making that with Tom Holland, which will be interesting.
Oh.
He's a bit young. But,
yeah,
I don't even know if they've started filming yet. So maybe by the time they actually get around to filming Uncharted, he'll be the right age.
He'll be in 22. All right, so I guess that's Sonic the Hedgehog. Probably going to be a big pass. We'll see.
Look,
Depends on when it.
I'm not going to say I won't see it because I probably will.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly not looking forward to it.
I'm going to go ahead and say I probably won't.
Okay, so those are our thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, if you have anything, we've got a Facebook page, we've got a Twitter account. You know, come find us.
Yes.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, all that.
From the Abyss to Zoolander. Talk to you next time.